How's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some PlayStation 5 games. I'm only going to focus on the PlayStation 5 games that are games that's got 80 to over 100 gigabytes of space, because we're going to talk about some of these games if they have to have a download required for the game to play. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, one good way to determine that, always look on the back of the game case and see how much space does it take to have. But we'll look up a couple of these games as I go through them. We'll just pull out a couple of them just to look them up and just see if it has to have a download require, to play it. Some of these are most of these are single player game, I believe. So most multiplayer games don't have a whole bunch unless you're doing Call of Duty. Call of Duty seems like they want to put so much on their discs. I think it's bad optimization, personally, myself. I don't know, but yeah, with a small campaign and a multiplayer maps, it's like I know bigger games that has a lot more content that doesn't take that much space. But we're not showing Call of Duty games. I'm not really trying to show multiplayer games. These are mostly single player type games you can play by yourself and don't have to have anybody else to play with you unless you want to. So a couple of them do have multiplayer components in it. First one I'm going to show takes so much space. I couldn't believe it that this game has to have that much space. It was like, holy crap. And well, like I said, we'll look up a couple of them on Does It Play. But first one I'm going to show, this is the last one I pulled out. I just wanted to pull out one sports game just to see how much space it takes. I pulled out NBA 2K21, and I was like, nah, this couldn't take too much. I looked on the back of it, 150 gigabytes minimum. Holy smokes, 150 gigabytes minimum for this game to install. Man, these discs don't hold that much. I think maybe 100 gigabytes or something like that, if lucky, if they want to use that, or 50 gigabytes. But they got the 4K Ultra discs and stuff, but 150 gigabytes, I'm pretty sure this one probably would not boot up without a download. But like I said, we'll look up a couple of them. But yeah, that's the first one. So we're looking up games between 80 to over 100, and I just threw the games on the table, stuff like that. One particular game sets don't matter how much space is in it. Xbox games, for some reason, when they come out on PlayStation 5, pretty much all of them need a download. You're just doing a license key. But most of those games are over 100 gigs either way. But let's go with the next one. Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition. I was looking at the back of this thing. It's 91 gigabytes. So maybe if those discs are 100 gigabytes, someone let me know in the comments below. But we'll look that up too. But 91 gigabytes for Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition. That's a big game. Wow. So that's a couple, keep in mind too. If you're watching this video, you know how much space it's gonna take before you buy the game. It's like, man, how much of space is Alan Wake 2 gonna take? Man, I only got like 50 gigs on my console. Oh boy, 91 gigabytes. So Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition is almost borderline 100 gigabytes. One I'm playing right now a little bit at a time, I already beat it on the Xbox. I bought this one as I know damn well it's not going to be all on the disc. Starfield for PlayStation 5, 145 gigabytes. But I can understand why this game is big, because it's big. Big. I can, they're not going to fit everything on one disc. But would have been nice if what Xbox should have done is just have a couple of discs. Have the main disc for installation files and a second disc for the leftover installation files and a play disc. So they used to do that with some game. Hold on a minute. Pops was telling me about some food. But anyway, Starfield, yeah, big game. Like I said, they used to do that. They have a 2 discs and stuff, like installation and a play disc. Now they should have 2 discs where it's installation and then partial on the second disc. But yeah, Starfield, that's a big game. A new one I still have not opened up yet to play it, and eventually I will play it. Saros. That's a big game. Say I got the minimum of 80 gigs. This is 85 gigabytes. So this got the list right there because it's at 85 gigabytes. Now this one might be on. Might be let it play type deal. This might be all right. I don't know. We'll look it up. This one I will probably look up Saros if it's on there. You know, it's a master list that they got with, but not all the games are on there. But Saros, 85 gigs. Woo, that's a lot of space. One that you wouldn't think about. Let me see if I can find them both here. Yep, here it is. As I'm pulling out the games here. Next two games are Spider-Man games. Yeah, Spider-Man's Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2. Let's see, Spider-Man Miles Morales has got 105 gigabytes. Ooh, man, that's a lot of space. Spider-Man 2, it's got less space, you know, it takes less, 98 gigabytes, but still that's a lot. So Miles Morales has got more content than Spider-Man 2. Charlie, he's getting ready to chew on something. Come here. Come here. There you go. He gets that chewing mood, I swear to God. But anyways, let's go on to the next one. It's Ghost of Yotei. This one, can you guess? I'll let you guess down in the comments below. Maybe, yeah, 100 gigabytes for Ghost of Yotei. Well, we'll find out if this one does play without having a patch. Ghost of Yotei. But that's a big game. We'll go through these a little bit quicker now because I got a couple stacks here. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. This one takes 100 gigabytes minimum. So I'm always going to say minimum because there's always patches too on top of that one. But 100 gigabytes. How about Gran Turismo 7? We're looking at 110 gigabytes. Oh, that's a big game. Yeah. One I didn't realize had a lot of took a lot of space was Lost Soul Aside. This game right here takes at the minimum 80 gigabytes. So my little minimum mark. But this one takes 80 gigabytes. This one might be able to might play. All right. Elden Ring. Holy smokes, Elden Ring has got it takes a ton of space. This one takes 80 gigabytes, so this one's at that borderline, 80 gigabytes for Elden Ring. Now that all the DLC content and stuff like that, all the updates, it probably pushes things over 90 to 100 gigabytes now. But does it play without putting anything on it? We'll see. Well, like I said, we'll look up a couple. One I know probably wouldn't play. I wouldn't think so, but I didn't try it out when I installed it. I should have. But Borderlands 4. Because this one takes 100 gigabytes right here at minimum. Another big game. This one's got some multiplayer features in it, but it's still considered you can do a single player on this one too if you need to. But yeah, big game. Big game. One I know needs the internet for it, and that's Doom: The Dark Ages. 100 gigabytes. I guess that's Xbox game. It's probably gonna require the download for it. We'll still look up an Xbox game like this one right here. But 100 gigabytes in the Xbox published game. Oh, one I'm currently playing right now, which tells you on the front of it, internet required content download, which I don't mind with this game because they did Crimson, not Crimson Desert, but that's what I'm talking about, Crimson Desert. But the other online game, I'm having a brain cramp, but Pearl Abyss has been known. Black Desert Online, yeah, Black Desert Online. They did that for a long time, but Crimson Desert, yeah, this one takes a 90 gigabytes minimum, but with the stuff they put into this game, it probably pushes over 100 gigs. I have to look on my PlayStation 5 to find out how much space is taken, but this one automatically, yeah, this one that tells you right on the front that it requires a download. At least it's right there when you buy the game, whether or not if you want to purchase it, it's right there on the front. More games should be more open about that. You know, put it on the front that needs internet required before you can play it. I give credit to Pearl Abyss for doing that. I'm setting that right there because that's one of the games I'm playing. Another one's Final Fantasy 16, I think it is. 100 gigabytes, big game. Yep, that's a big one. How about Horizon Forbidden West? This one takes 98 gigabytes. That's a big, hefty game right there. Ooh boy, games keep getting bigger and bigger every time they make it. Can you imagine what Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna clock in at? Probably over 200 gigabytes. You know damn well that game's gonna game's gonna hit where that's where it's gonna be at probably. But Hogwarts Legacy, 85 gigabytes. Yeah, pretty big game. That's my PlayStation 5 version. I got the Xbox version too. I'm pretty sure it's not on that disc at all. But yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, 85. This one I was surprised that took a whole bunch of space. Tekken 8. Holy smokes! This one takes where is it? 90 gigabytes for a fighting game. I was like, wow, for just a fighting game, 90 gigabytes. Does it play, without internet? Next one, which I know took a whole bunch of space because Electronic Arts is probably terrible at optimizing some games. Jedi Survivor. What is it? 155 gigabytes. Crap, man! I know bigger games than this one. It's got don't only take that much, but yeah, Jedi Survivor, 155 gigabytes, and this one had to be patched, I believe, because probably some screwed up crap, and it probably had to patch it, so it probably takes more space. This one, Forspoken. This one is a 100 gigabyte game. Big game. So we'll check to see if this one actually takes internet to do it. Like I said, I think this takes 100 gigabyte space. I don't know. Like I said, 4K Blu-ray discs, they hold a lot. But how about Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade? I think this one right here has to have an update, whatever it is, before you can play it. But this one's 100 gigabytes. I believe this one is one of those games you have to have an update. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This one takes about 160 gigabytes. Yeah. Damn well, this one's got to have some some download for it. Unless they you can play the first couple of chapters in the game or something, whatever it is that you got to do to get through it. I beat the game, but still, man, that's a lot of space. God of War Ragnarok. Man, this one takes 91 gigabytes. Like I said, that one Star Wars 150 something or whatever it is. God of War Ragnarok gets under 100 gigabytes, and I think this to me is a better game. Is my opinion. But all right, most Ubisoft games, I think most of them you kind of have to have a download content for it. But here's Star Wars Outlaws. This one takes 100 gigabytes for this one, so we'll look this one up too real quick. Some of these Hitman games you need download for it, but I'm not sure about Hitman 3 because this one takes 80 gigabytes, but I'm not sure about this one if you have to have some downloads for this one to play. And last game I'm going to show is Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance. This one takes 90 gigs. I think there's an upgraded version of this one that you need on the DLC for, but Kingdom Come Deliverance. All right, let's go to that Does It Play website real quick here. We'll just look up just a couple of them and just to see. All right, so I could just type in right here. Let's go with Elden Ring first. So Elden Ring. We're doing PS5. Download required. No. That's pretty good. So download required. I got the basic one right here. So that one's, you don't have to have no internet for it to download it. So that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, let's go with the next one. So Elden Ring is awesome. Let's go with this Lost Suicide game I have now. So let's go to Lost Suicide. Lost. Oops. Gotta learn how to spell first. Lost Suicide. PS5. Lost Suicide. Offline played, yes. Download required, yes. Download requires significant piece of content or missing from the physical release, has major issues. Okay, so Lost Suicide is a loser. No. Probably a cool game, but still you gotta have it. So I'm gonna look up Star Wars Outlaws. Alright, Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws. PS5. Yes, like I said, most Ubisoft games you gotta have a download content. Yep. Disclaimer: PS5 consoles with detachable disc drive Slim Pro requires internet connection to activate the disc drive at setup. Okay, but yeah, so this one gotta have internet. Right? You gotta have that download required. Okay, we'll look up God of War Ragnarok. Alright. God of War Ragnarok. Alright. No. So that's cool. Sony, you are awesome. You made a game, don't have to have download content. You ain't got to download crap for it. Download minor content missing, a lot of bugs present, patch recommended. So this is just a patch, but you can play this one offline. God of War Ragnarok. Alright. Let's go with some of these, a couple of the Final Fantasy games here. So, Final Fantasy Remake. We'll go with the Integrate because that's the one that I just showed. Like I said, yes, that one needs the download for it. So I figured this one needed it. So yeah. Disclaimer: PS5 console. Yep, that just tells you what it is. Yuffie DLC comes on a code, not on the disc. Other than that, the base game is complete on disc. Not even a day one update is available. So maybe the disc will play, but the download for the DLC that you would have to have it. So let's go with Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh no, I want Rebirth. I want Final Fantasy Rebirth. Yeah, because I know that one don't need it. Final Fantasy Rebirth. Alright, here we go. No, so yeah, so that's cool. You don't need it for Final Fantasy Rebirth. Let's go check out Tekken 8. Tekken 8. We'll go with the ESRB. No, that's cool. Like I said, this one's sitting at I'm looking at 90 gigabytes, so that's good. Like I said, those discs can hold a lot. Now I am going to show an Xbox game. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll look up an Xbox game here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Xbox for PlayStation. We'll look up Doom: The Dark Ages. This one might be on the disc. To be honest with you, let me look. Oops. Yeah. I got a microphone in front of my keyboard. Doom: The Dark Ages. All right. Yes. Okay, so only 85 megabytes on the disc. That's what I'm talking about. Xbox games. They only got just like a key, whatever it is, which is BS. That's a lose for Xbox. Shame on you. We'll look up one more. We'll look up Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4. Alright, I'm looking at the we'll look at the base PS5. Yes, that requires download. I kind of figured that no matter which one it was. But let's look at the Pro version. Yes. Look at the Xbox Series X version. Yes. So, yeah. 2K, Gearbox. Shame on you. You should at least have a offline mode where we ain't gotta have download for it. Let's look up one more. Let's look up Soros, the new one. Let's see if Soros is a day one where you ain't gotta download it. Soros. Here we go. No, so that's good. Soros don't have to. Like I said, that one only takes 85 gigabytes, so it's at that threshold where they ain't gotta do that. So that's awesome. All right, let's get back. But yeah, look at the back of your game disc and stuff like that. Look at the size of it, and you can always go to that Does It Play website and stuff like that, and check it out and see if it does take internet to play it and stuff like that. You know, when it comes to single player games, they need to figure out a way to put all the games on a couple of discs if they have to. If they gotta charge $5 extra, all right, maybe then they can do that. But the reason I'm saying that because Cyberpunk um did a pretty good not yeah no the Witcher through the Witcher game. When I got that for the PS5, the deluxe edition, all of the stuff was on the disc, I believe. So the same thing with Cyberpunk. Like on the Switch too, everything was on the cart. Everything, which was pretty amazing. Switch 2 needs to learn a lesson from them. But yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you like, give me a thumbs down. Comment down below. What do you think about that? When you look at your single player games, you're gonna check them out, see if does it play without download for it. Let me know in the comments below if you got some of that stuff. All right, internet, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll check y'all in the next video. Bye.